YOLO. Nah, I'm gonna stop fronting. Let me stop fronting. Let me stop fronting. Let me stop fronting. Alright, right now, yesterday we going to the trip. We going to this trip. You know the vibes. I ain't went to the college trip, but I am going to this trip. So let's get that in mind. Y'all niggas chatting now?
Filming me, bro.
Yeah. Cause I'm gonna, you know why I'm gonna feel you? Cause I'm the law, and I'm the law. I'm kidding. It's a YouTube channel. It's a YouTube channel, bro. Chill out. It's not like filming you like, and I'm gonna take something. Nah. Oh, is it? No, I'm kidding.
Time, bro. You're my nigga.
No. It's on YouTube channel, bro. I YouTube almost at 1,100. Well, actually no. Let's just say 1.1K.
You play.
Yes, I play. I played Fortnite, but I ain't played that for a while. I ain't upload that for a minute.
I heard Fortnite like.
So you can build now. No, you can build now. You can build now. Yeah, you can build now. But people was tired of it. People was tired of not building enough. But have the choice now. You can build as a mode that you can build still, or you don't have to build. Yeah. Yeah. You had a choice though. So we don't.
Like literal AI. You know what would be getting me tight, bro? Like they'll only show up, for me at least, they'll only show up when I'm like a 2 HP, bro.
The bots?
The bots, bro. You know how many times like I'll finish off a squad or some shit and my team is all down. I'm like at 10
You're the only nigga alive.
I'm like 10 HP, bro. I'm resin, bro. I'm fucking panicking. Some nigga bots closing behind me and bitch. I'm like, yo. Or like I'll be build battling somebody, I'll be almost dead, bro, and the bot is just shooting me down constantly. Like, yo, and I gotta fall there, man.
No, that's the thing about AIs. They come out of nowhere and they shoot you. You don't know when you die. And AIs, you don't know what they kill you. When you next to them, they just like then you die out of nowhere.
That shit
annoys you, bro. You
having me panic.
You do headshots, like you do headshots on like pop out. After that, you just hit it with the and you're dead. I'm like, oh nah.
Them niggas be having me panic.
They have them aimbot 2.0 type of shit.
For real, bro.
Nah, bro. I can't mess with AI. I mess with AIs as easy kills, but still.
Question: What game has the most annoying AI?
Most annoying AI?
That you've ever played?
Yes, Elden Ring.
Damn, Elden Ring is that bad?
No, but we're talking about the same car, so that's the car.
Elden Ring is crazy like that.
No, Miss Trexler, that from 3 years ago, that's her. She's just still the same, nothing different, still talks the same. That's what it is. Trexler. It's Trexler, bro.
I'm gonna be like, yo, just the guy in the strategy.
Hey, yo, go on.
You gotta get on.
Don't let Drexler just.
Yeah, don't leave me behind.
Imagine leaving you behind, that'd be crazy. Oh, my bad.
So we're gonna take this to 14.
You almost booted me off the train.
Okay.
Imagine. You look the weights.
So we're going to like a specific museum, or we're just like walking around?
It's like a studio, and it's like where artists are based at, and then they're gonna take us on like an hour walking tour of the neighborhood, and like they'll tell us like about the artists who did the different murals, because all the walls in Bushwick are pretty much covered in art. It's really beautiful, and so they're gonna take us around, and then we go to their studio, and they're actually gonna let us like make a piece together, like teach y'all how to use the spray paint and all that to like make a piece as a group. So that will be pretty nice. And then we could get some pizza and come back. So I thought it was a nice way to like ease out in a break, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
Now we don't.
And I got nobody ain't really like, basically no 12th graders didn't win though.
What?
No 12th graders didn't really win though. Okay, you see like a whole group of them like just sitting in the classroom just chilling. I choose to go, cause I ain't feel like doing that.
Why not?
It was not it for me, bro. It was not it.
Oh, what would you draw on the wall though?
lie. No, I'm kidding. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
That's good.
Dylan's? Nah, I'll think about it.
Alright, so
I'll
that
think
just
about
shows you the difference between the difference of our mindsets.
it. Oh, nah, I'm not sure. I'm not doing that. I'm not Dylan. Nah, I'm just gonna roast him before you come at me and roast me, bro.
I mean, it's like, what do you think? Like,
It depends though, okay? It's a lot. It's a lot of good ones, bro.
I think it's between like, it's probably between like Demon Slayer and like probably AOT. Probably AOT, because like season 2 went crazy.
Yeah, it was too much.
And Demon Slayer and Attack on Titan. Okay. Like it's probably between those two.
That was good too. I'm not gonna lie. But Demon Slayer. Woo!
The animation.
The animation is stupid.
Yeah, they've always been ahead of the game and with like animation, in my opinion. Always, because I never even was a super big fan, but when I saw it, I had to respect it because it just looked, it did, you know what I mean? Nothing else was looking like that.
But for me, it's like, it's crazy, bro, because it's like something that started off so small became such a multicultural thing. Like everybody from every culture, like, looks at it. There's like, because there's so many different anime, like, you can watch it no matter who you are, or what you are, or what you do. Like you can watch it. And like I said, name
Something, right? When I was in 3rd grade, we had this exchange student from Japan, and so we were actually in our art class. So that was the first time he draws this character. I'm like, yo, what is that? It was some Dragon Ball Z character, but at that time I never heard of that before. But like the way he drew it, I was like, yo, and I kid you not, I was drawing like that for the rest of the year. Like all the eyes, all my characters look like.
Yo, the eyes.
Yeah, all of my characters look like. You don't
Next
even
week,
see.
Dragon
You
Ball.
don't even see the
spend the whole episode powering up or talking.
And I was a little tight how they had the black characters, though. He was looking kind of crazy.
Yo, Piccolo, bro.
Your man had the bamboozled lips, the big lips
Yo,
drawn
yeah.
around. Like, yo, come on, man.
What's his name? Oh, Mr. Popo.
Oh, shut up, Mr. Popo, yeah, Mr. Popo.
Now that nigga's crazy strong though.
Mr. Popo.
He ain't stronger than me though, but he's alright.
Yeah.
Nah, it's like
He won't solo the whole verse.
nah,
If I could show you, I would. But what does the dream?
Nah, you can show me.
I miss One Punch Man though. One Punch Man, that's from him though.
Apparently, like it's gonna get crazy later on, like in the manga.
Yeah, I'm not.
Some niggas are going crazy. What's the upper video?
This is 59. This is 59. This 59. 59, yeah. It's your boy. Don't stop.
Yeah, I'm gonna sit down. You gonna sit down?
You just go over there and I'll just do that. I like to bring a book bag with you. I didn't bring my book bag with me. Actually, I did. I left it at school.
What?
I left it in school. I'm going back to Sally anyways. I'm sorry, going back unless you're gonna leave after. Let's go. Cause Simmons directly said he expect 14 niggas to going back into school. Unless you ain't going back, then you're not going back though. But I can't believe Commodus actually going with us too. Who? Yeah, this nigga Commodus. Come on. Yep. That right there, look good.
So yeah, I can tell this from my shape.
I like to practice like drawing like body parts.
Say that again?
I like to practice like body parts.
How long you did that? How long you did that?
How long?
Yeah.
Oh wow. I stopped a little bit in 10th grade, but I picked back up at the beginning of 11.
It's been a while. Jeez. It's been a while.
Because drawing takes a lot of patience. When you're done, bro, you're like, you either want to go to sleep, you need to take a shower because fucking you need to cool off, bro, or you're just mentally like you can't deal with anything.
I don't blame you, man. I do not blame you. Oh hell no, you blinking. Oh, you blinking too. Y'all so weird niggas. Y'all so weird niggas. You bringing Swiss too? Hey, what games you got, bro? What games you got?
No way you brought your
Oh, he did bring this Swiss.
Yo, I don't know how to play Smash Bros, but I'm gonna talk shit just because, bro.
Smash Bros? That's easy as hell. I'll beat y'all in Donkey Kong. Who else? Dr. Mario, Captain Falcon,
Don't say Mario. Don't say Mario, because then you'll be talking crazy.
Mario Kart, I will be your ass too in that game. I'm kidding.
I will solo your whole bloodline in Mario Kart, bro.
But okay, so what's your favorite character in Mario Kart?
Favorite character? I like.
I would choose not Donkey Kong, cause only fighting game like Donkey Kong, but not in actual Mario Kart. Bowser, bro. Luigi?
Toad.
Toad.
This is my favorite.
Yeah, Toad got it. No,
it.
Toad got it, bro. Yeah, Toad actually got it. Toad's actually good though. He's actually good though. I wish you go Selena because she got the handling. She got that good handling, but yeah, it should be.
Smiles all free, even if you're missing a tooth.
Me?
Cameraman.
I didn't. I wasn't really loud.
Enjoy the rest of the ride. Remember that.
Really let us do that.
Represent something better than that.
No, some parents actually do that. Some parents actually not allowed.
My mom would let my brother play like sports games or like those kind of stuff, but like not violent. I don't know. My mom was like, that's the good for that.
It don't matter. I didn't want you to die.
Especially GTA 5 or something like those type of games.
Yeah.
My mom do not let me play that till like 16 or 17.
Yeah.
I still play it because you know. Look at me. Like, come on, I'm still gonna play it. I don't care what she says. I'm playing it. Like, I'm already 18. I'm already 18 right now. I'm gonna play what I want to play. As my sister
Online
play.
community is the worst.
It's horrible, bro. It's so bad, bro. There's a whole bunch of 12-year-olds just flying on Oppressor Mark IIs, just killing everybody for no reason. I just be getting on to mess with cars, bro. It's the only thing I be doing.
For me, I have got to flex.
And every new heist I do, every new heist that comes out, I try to do it.
I'm just mad I spent so much money on them.
What?
I gave them way too much money. I bought the same game like 3 times already. I bought it on PS4, bought it on PS5, bought the enhanced whatever version.
Did you have a PS5 too, or you had the same exact like disc?
No, I had the digital version. I just kept buying the game. Because it came out, remember, it came out for, was it 3? This is like, the game's been out for like 7-8 years. Like,
Not even. Yeah.
like almost 10
years. Yeah. Probably only 10 years. You never noticed.
It's a good game though. Like, it's not that.
Nah, the online definitely.
GTA 4. I still love GTA 4.
I think the online community is shit though.
Yo, it is wild racist, man.
What?
Wild racist.
Pretty racist.
Yo, don't if you, bro.
Like, I was used to that just from playing online. Like, if your name indicates your race, right? Like, mine is Harlem 600. So, like, people will be like, oh.
The only online community I can think of is that's worse than the GTA community is
Call of Duty?
Call of community. Call of Duty community.
Call of Duty is bad too.
Bro, for no reason, bro. You can be a female playing, bro, and there will be 100 niggas yelling at you to go make a sandwich. It makes no sense. That shit's fucked up. You don't even have to say a word, bro. If your name sounds like a girl, they're coming at you.
It's bad.
Hello.
It's horrible.
Hello. My name is
You know, the PS5 joystick how the mic is in the controller. Sometimes I forget that it's not on you. So I'm talking to my fiance, arguing about something. And I forgot the mic was on. So somebody in the games, like in GTA, is like, yeah, you need to whatever. I was like, what? Yo, started like cursing the dude out. Yo, like, whoa, just jumped all in our conversation. I was like, oh man. That was my fault. I forgot that the mic was still on.
Nah, bro, that shit is scary, bro. Bro, I remember one time I was playing GTA, and my baby brother was like wilding, and everybody, like half of the lobby told me to shut up. Like, you gotta me to shut up, bro. I was like, damn, I can't stay in the lobby now.
Nah, my son likes to play too, but I gotta turn all the sound off. I only let him drive the cars.
That's how they usually
So
start.
I'll be like, yeah, just drop the packages off. And I'll say it's a package. I won't say like what it really is. Like, drop off this ice cream package or something to the ice cream store.
I'm a good driver. Simple. You just said you're not better. Bro, I'm a better driver than you. Both
No,
of me.
you're
I would
not,
definitely be better than you. I would punch my mom. I'd be better than you, bro.
You play with Dylan? You play with Dylan?
Yes, I do, bro.
Ask Dylan how good I am.
But I'm better than him too. That's no cap, bro. I'm not saying bullshit, bro. I'm being straight facts, bro. Straight facts, bro. Everybody knows. Even one of my friends from back then, you know, in the boat. Hey, bro. Don't be capping, bro. I'm sorry. Don't be capping, man.
Ask Dylan. I'm dead ass. Ask Dylan, bro.
I'll ask
when we played the F1.
I'm probably the best overall gamer here.
Bro.
Yo,
Don't do that to yourself, bro. Don't do that.
especially if it's
How about Modern Warfare?
Well, hold up. So you telling me?
How about Modern Warfare?
Modern Warfare.
No, right now, bro.
Since you say you're a good, so you say you're the best gamer. Are you good? Okay, are you good at Super Smash then? All right, so I will cook you.
I'm better than you. That's the problem.
Bro, what? Okay, what can you play? What can you play as then?
I don't have a mate. I play everything.
Okay, every people. Bro, I have like 5 mains, nigga. 5. Donkey Kong, Dr. Mario, Captain Falcon, fast ass. Okay, sometimes Rob, cause you know I be going off on the nigga, and there's one person that I really play as, and I forgot his name. It's not Kazuya. It's not that nigga. It's hard to play the nigga, bro. I'm lying. It's not hard to play the nigga. I just hate the nigga. Wii for Chin is good too. Wii for Chin is good too. I cook Wii for Chin. But Donkey Kong is one of my mains. Like one of my mains.
The 0.1% chance that I somehow lose.
No, you're going to lose.
Let me just say that right now.
All right, I'll get you Valhalla because I don't play Valhalla anyway. But for Super Smash, you going down, man. That's a fact.
For Honor, I will never lose. And pretty much any shooter game, I can guarantee you I'll lose.
Fortnite?
I don't even play Fortnite.
All right, good. But you said any shooting game, so Fortnite is number 1. I'm gonna say.
But like
Call of Duty?
I don't play Call of Duty. Unfortunately, your Call of Duty is gonna be the guy against me.
Oh, nah, why you chatting, bro? Yo, why you chatting out your ass right now? Like,
Unfortunately, you're gonna get a few bullets there. Because I'm out that.
my dude, you really chatting right now, man. I'm not gonna front, bro. I'm not gonna front. Yo, I ain't gonna front, man. He's chatting our last, bro.
What does he say?
He say better than everybody.
He probably is.
Alright, that's right now. Go right here, bro. Right here. I want you to watch, and I want the nigga to watch. Let's go, bro. Hoop his ass real quick, y'all. So
How many stops we gonna be on this one for us?
Are you sure I got you?
Trexler. Trexler. How many stops?
We're gonna get off at Montrose. So I think there's like 8 stops. Montrose.
So that's 8 losses they're gonna rack up.
How you chatting, bro? I'm back, bro. As I expected, I won. As I expected. It's 2 and 1. So I got 2. He got 1. He always tossing every shit. And I won this dude right here. That right nigga right there. I won him. Simple, bro. Nobody can beat me in Smash, bro. That's a fact. Nobody cannot beat me in Smash. That's a fact, bro. If I keep trying, then he said, "Oh, you a tryhard? Hey, you a tryhard? Tryhard."
You are a tryhard.
Bro, can I cook Zion like that, bro? Come on, man. Come on, man.
I ain't got damn.
Because you know, I'm not gonna front. Zion do be talking a lot of shit though. That's what he do though. That's normal for him.
But Zion's not bad at the game though.
No, he's not bad. He's definitely not bad.
Not bad.
He's definitely not bad, bro.
Like, he's still pretty. He's good, bro.
Yeah.
You are just a
especially
tryhard,
with,
bro.
especially with. I'm not really a tryhard. I'm just good. I'm not really
No,
tryhard.
bro, you're a tryhard, bro.
I'm not
You
really a tryhard, bro.
You feed that shit every day and lunch, bro. That's try hard level, bro. Then you go
I played
home
I
and
played
you
since
make that shit
no,
for
I
like 3
played
hours.
since I played since 9th grade. Played in 9th grade too.
Damn, that game's been out for a while.
Yeah, came out say like when I was like middle school, some shit. That's what came out.
That's what's crazy.
And I've been playing ever since, man. I was like kind of like 50-50 on 9th grade. Well, I'm in 12th grade. Like yeah, it's alright, bro. I'm not losing that time. I'm never getting 3-stock though. That's a damn sure. I'm never getting 3-stock.
3-stock?
3-stock, bro. Cause 9th grade, I got 3-stock like more than like 5 times, bro. When 12th grade came,
Yeah, you came back. The student come back. Surpassed.
when 12th grade came, nah, bro. Fuck that 3-stock shit. I'm gonna be winning all the time.
That's dope.
They need to get on the 3-stocks. Cause I won him twice. I only won him twice, and then I lost one. He took that win. Okay, I give him the dub, but I got the dub. So it's right, bro.
Yo, guys, what is the hardest you've ever raised? What game?
What's the hardest game?
The hardest you've ever raised?
I broke my headset.
What?
I broke my headset over Dark Souls 3.
Me it has to be
Dark Souls.
Me it has to be in between Fortnite and something else. Call of Duty. Okay, Call of Duty not really my rage meter. It's not really that, bro. Have to be Fortnite. No, have to be Fortnite, bro. Fortnite do be on that bullshit sometimes.
I raced off the Sonic racing game. I said which one? He said the one with the cars.
Nah, bro. I was playing a game called The Crew 2, and I was racing. Oh my god. And I went from first to last because of joystick drag, and I got so mad I ripped the joystick out of the remote.
Oh, speaking of Mario Kart, speaking of Mario Kart, who's better? If 1 and 3 of y'all, who's better in Mario
I don't play
Kart?
Mario Kart
I
at all.
haven't played Mario Kart at all.
I don't even play Mario
I will
Kart.
dog
Okay, this nigga say he's better.
Unfortunately,
he's a goddamn god in Mario Kart.
Even though I don't play Mario Kart, unfortunately, I don't know. I'm still the best.
How often do you play?
But Mario Kart, I ain't played for a while, but I can still cook you though.
Mario Kart. You know what's the crazy part about Mario Kart is like your skill really doesn't matter, bro.
No, and it's new tracks too. So you know,
Yeah, but skill really don't matter when you think about it. It's half of it is luck. And then,
bruh. Do you ever know do you even know the shortcuts in that bitch?
I don't even know what that is.
bro.
Do you even know the shortcuts in that bitch?
Yeah, the shortcuts.
Bro, I know like 5 of them.
I know like 5.
I know 5. I do. The fuck? I deadass do.
No, shortcuts.
Shortcuts
Are how you win, bro. Because if you don't take shortcuts, you'll go from first to last in 2 seconds. So blink of
That's how
an
bad
eye.
you are. You'll go to first to last in 2 seconds if you don't have a shortcut. You're right.
The fuck?
Yo, chill it, bro. Chill it. It's up for the games until you hold first place for the first 3 laps, and then
All right, look.
Guys, come closer. I need headphones out. Right? For now. Come on closer. Jason, your headphones out. Cool. These are my guys. And then this is Mark, right? Audrey. I'm sorry.
Hi guys.
She said Mark.
So before we get going, because what we're going to do is we're going to take a walk around the neighborhood first for a little while, look at some of the art, maybe get inspired, and then you guys are going to come back and paint with an artist. I'm sure some of you guys have already held a can of spray paint before. Just letting you know, don't fake it. He knows if you've done it. So don't pretend like you never have, because it's really cool if you've already done it. Oh, it's so funny how sometimes people try to hide the fact that they know what they're doing. So anyway, before we get going, does anybody need to use bathroom?
Bathrooms.
That's not bad.
Right at the top of the
Bathroom?
stairs,
No, bag.
right past the kitchen
Oh,
door.
can they leave their bags in here?
Yeah, we can.
Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine. All right, everybody that wants to leave their bags, come on in because we're gonna put them upstairs inside the
Left my
studio.
phone, so it's alright.
So you guys are just coming from Harlem, right?
Yes.
Yeah, all local, which is cool.
Yes. So, it is place.
I will probably bet most of you have never been to this neighborhood before, though.
I really didn't.
So
I didn't.
even just walking
I
around.
didn't.
No, because this is kind of one of those places, if you didn't have business over here or you didn't work related to somebody, you wouldn't have come over here until maybe the last few years anyway.
Unless you're
Nah, my first time over here because I don't be in stations
You
like
guys want
that.
to go?
back.
All right, we can wait out here. You want to put anything up there? You guys good? You want to put your lunch at least? You sure? All right.
Yeah, I don't be over. I ain't never be over here. I be in trains though, but I don't be like I don't come out to train stations and like come over here. I don't mind doing that because anything can happen. Shooting.
So this
Yeah.
area is all like used to be just these like warehouses, but now people like there's clubs over here. It's becoming a real different area. You know what I mean? Like to live over here is now kind of expensive, which you would never have thought. But my cousin who came here from Australia lived in this neighborhood, and she loved it. There's a lot of cool. You'll see like cool different spots.
Somewhere you go and nobody know unless like you into fashion.
Right, right.
Let's see how this goes.
Oh, I can't even tell you really. You're gonna go to this block and you're gonna look for this sign and. And it's probably that person probably designed it. Yeah. Yeah.
Bro, not you, bro.
As long as we keep it, I mean, art is very subjective. As long as you're going in that direction, not from your knees under a woman's
He's
skirt.
fly too. He got the glasses on. You think he's fly too? He got the glasses on and everything.
Seriously.
Slim Shady
You know, they
looking ass.
passed a law in Los Angeles.
It took him shit off.
Police are the ones
Nah,
that
man.
get to decide if what you're photographing has artistic intent. That just doesn't seem right to me. Because nothing against police, but their artistic, like, aesthetic is probably not well known. So anyway, where we are now, they're going to tell you we are in Williamsburg. Technically we are, but no one's ever called it that. This has always been industrial Bushwick. You guys probably all went to school in New York. You know the Dutch settled New York first. So the Dutch move here. Bushwick just means place with trees. The first thing they do is chop down the trees. So this becomes Dutch farmland. Then we get our next big wave of immigrants, and they're still important to today's story because they build most of the big buildings. So most of the red brick factories you see in this part of Brooklyn that stretch on down to the waterfront and back up into Bushwick, they were built by Germans, primarily as beer breweries. At one point, they're actually brewing more beer here than anywhere else in the world outside of Germany. But again, you guys, you got your history down, right? I mean, I can't imagine Prohibition would have been good for you if you brewed beer for a living. It puts the majority of them out of business. In the 1940s, this area becomes one of the largest Italian neighborhoods in the world. And they convert a lot of it to heavy industrial. So you've got a lot of heavy metal work, steel work, duct work, that stuff going on. It's really only been since the 1980s we get what's primarily around us today as far as industry. We're going to start walking because we're going to walk up to the top of the street. So you see right here, the brick building on the right, that's Feta, the Chinese bakery chain. I don't know if you've seen, they have stores all over the city. That's their corporate headquarters. Right up there, and I can't see if we've got any steam coming out, but when you were coming down, did you see the big truck parked up there on the corner? Yeah. It was loading in flour. They get 2 tanker trailers of flour every day. Because at one point, that was one of the large breweries. Now it's one of the largest dumpling and noodle factories in the country. They provide all the noodles nationwide for Panda Express. Their landlord told me at one point they provide 40% of all the takeout Chinese noodles and dumplings consumed in the country. So everybody's had their noodles. That's why you might have noticed when you walked by, that smelled like pancake batter, something like that, right? Oh yeah, if you've had ramen, you've probably had it. Yeah.
Yeah, you probably did too.
So guys, let's head up.
Ramen. Yeah, ramen noodles. Bro, look, ramen noodle soup.
I'm in here different.
Yeah.
Now, what sneakers is that, bro? Airwick, what is that?
So as far as the art you guys see on the walls in this city, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but it's up to the individual building owner. That's who decides what goes up on the walls. The city really only has a say when it's
Look like KK in the future.
or if it's landmark. The landmark doesn't mean you can't paint.
Nah, let me start with the roasting of the KK.
Because the landmark commission
Oh.
is going to get anywhere from
I won't keep going.
$5,000
Fuck
to
it.
$15,000 from you that they hold on to as long as you got art on it.
Dragon KK, Demon KK, how you doing?
Landmark buildings into a lot of community
Sorry, Demon Caitlin, Demon Caitlin. If y'all know what Caitlin is, if y'all don't know what Caitlin is, it's just it's a girl that's like, it should be like 16, 17 right now. I'm gonna be honest, should be like 16, 17 right now. I bet 17 right now, and yeah, and me and her used to be like close. Now I'm not saying close to her like in person and everything, but very close. Met her in Fortnite, blah blah blah. I know since like already like 6 years, 7 years. I know her since, and I met her in Fortnite. I'm like 6 years for 4 years. What? Like 4 years already. So I know her since Fortnite, since I was playing Fortnite and everything. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm saying that. So, but she was on that bullshit, so I'm gonna be on that bullshit back. So now I'm gonna roast the shit out of her, and that's what I'm doing. I was doing that lately. So that's what I'm gonna do. So right now, I'm gonna try to find some paintings that look just like that hoe, and that's what I'm going to do. See right there? Okay, that's art. That's art right there. I'm not doing that, bro. I disrespect the art. Yeah, I smell that. Yeah, dumpling. Yep. That's how it smells like.
Yeah, you can definitely smell it.
I don't flour. I don't eat dumplings that much anyway. No, that's flour. Yeah.
Dumping in the flour right now.
Yeah. See, she said
Show
it.
you guys this door.
My bad.
Dumpling.
Maybe we'll find it on the floor.
A little loud over here, but I talk pretty loud. I love starting with the door, mainly because it's like this real window in the last couple of years here in New York. Come on around a little bit so these guys. Have any of you guys ever seen that symbol before, the Hamsa, the hand? What I like about it is it's not really connected to any one religion or culture. You'll find it throughout the Middle East. It's also the hand of Mother Fatima in the Hindi religion. And the one thing is it always has positive meaning. It's always hope, health, warding off of evil spirits, good luck, healing. So this is a style that we call calligraphy. Makes sense, right? Calligraphy graffiti. So this artist's name is Dual. Dual got his start tagging subway trains in Flushing back in the 1990s. He came across a couple of choices. He could either go to jail or join the Marines. He chose the Marines. They had a big deferment project back then that they would give you choices. Some choice, right? So he ends up going to the Marines. He's in the Marines until 2018. He gets out. He's living out in Los Angeles, and unfortunately, right at the beginning of the pandemic, his mom here passes away. So he has to come back to settle everything. That's when he starts putting the project 7 Light Art Studio up on the streets. Have you guys seen these pieces? He gets everywhere. I don't know, he was here just a couple weeks ago, and there's a bunch of them. It's all down along the Bowery in the Lower East Side right now. And because they're images of hope, of health, of healing, they really kind of resonate. And for a lot of us, this is like a pandemic project. So are you guys familiar with what we call the paper? That's what we call a wheat paste. Wheat like flour and water. W-H-E-A-T. And that a huge difference, isn't it? Oh yeah. So the artist his work is up there. His name is Praxis. Now he is originally from Bogota in Colombia, and all of his work is based on a message. He is an activist artist. Everything he puts on the street, his basic message is animal rights. So it's don't eat meat, don't wear fur, in what he calls animal slavery and animal testing. And I don't know if you guys have noticed them, but this is the time of year when you'll see his pieces on the bottom of lampposts all over the city. He does a huge anti-fur campaign during the winter, and in the summer, it's all about emptying the animal shelters. Now, you might think, like, what good does that do? Does putting a poster on the street or creating an image, can it ever make a difference? So he's a great example of how you actually can make a difference in the real world. He designed a whole series of posters about 5 years ago that have been used in protests against one store around the world. No matter where you go, they just about always have a protest out in front of their store, and you would always see his artwork. That store is Canada Goose. I don't know if you guys know, but they just announced that they're going fur-free, and they've made a commitment to go down-free in the future. I'm not saying his artwork did it single-handedly. It took thousands of people to force the company to do this, but you know the fact that they saw his artwork in every city in the world went into the conversation. So the biggest message I can give for people, especially people your age, is don't let anybody tell you you can't change the world, even if it's just baby steps. Who knows? Because I think that's pretty cool, because he's pretty much a success story with his pieces. Now, I know you guys probably know graffiti's been around forever. Cave paintings are basically graffiti. But why is it now that's part of pop culture, wherever you go, anywhere around the world, and why does so much of that come right out of this city? Well, I don't know if you guys know, but between 1968 and 1981, 70% of all the housing in the South Bronx burns to the ground. 70%. The landlords were hiring kids your age to start the fires, and they were collecting the insurance. The average lifespan for a young boy in those neighborhoods was about 14, 15 years old during that time period. So if I'm a young kid, I can write my name in my neighborhood. People have been doing that forever. Nothing new there, right? But you guys know, what happens if you put your name on a subway train in this city? Well, no, if you don't get caught. Because in the early days, they didn't get caught because nobody could figure out exactly how and what they were doing in the very beginning. The graffiti is actually the pillar of an entirely different art form. It's actually one of the basic foundations, because graffiti and street art are not the same thing. Everybody confuses that. They think graffiti and street art are the same thing. Does anybody know what that other art form is? One hint, by the way, it's the most widely dispersed form of arts in the history of man on earth. Any clues? That's rap and hip hop, guys. Same kids, same street corner, same moment in time. You know your rappers, you know Nas, right? You knew he grew up in Queensbridge houses, he told you. Biggie told you the street corner he was standing on. Jay-Z named himself after the train. So they're telling you who they are and where they're from. It's the same art form. Some kids put lyrics on walls, some kids put lyrics on vinyl. It's coming out of the same basic, I don't want to say need to be seen, but that's really what exploded. That's how come graffiti also spread so quickly around the world. Because hip-hop now is the most widely dispersed form of art. So if I transition and I start doing more what we would call street art, muralism, like the piece right here, and I'm still coming out of graffiti culture, I need you to know that. And I'm going to tell you right in my artwork. This is by Don Rimex. Now, Don's messages are largely political. Don is from Puerto Rico. His message is simple. Since the first Europeans came to Puerto Rico, they've only come for one reason, that would be to take. They never came to leave anything of value behind. So all of his artwork is mostly made out of only what you would have always found in Puerto Rico. Not in this neighborhood. Well, actually, he did a piece not too far from here. And there is a piece not too far from here that I know about. But the problem is the day after he did it, the building owner put a roll gate on it, and he wants $50 to lift it. So we don't tell anybody where it is. Because this is not meant to be paid for. You're not meant to have to pay money to see the art. And it's so against what Banksy stands for that most of us that know where it is have made like a private commitment to not let anybody know that it exists. Because, dude, you shouldn't have to pay to see the piece. You know, he was here 8 years ago, and he put up one piece every day for the entire month of October, and it was so much fun. Some of my best friends, that's how I became friends with them, because we were chasing the art every day. Yeah? Have you seen that movie? Yeah, so that... Okay, so Banksy Takes New York, I think it's called, something like that. Check it out, because it goes through his whole thing. But now back to Don. His pieces are going to be made out of beads, shells, feathers, but the important part is the wood tied around the edges. Because his message is simple. The only thing Puerto Rico has for itself is what it builds from itself. Long Island City. Go around the 7 train. We're around that beautiful building. Oh, no. But the artist won a $6.7 million judgment against the landlord. They won $1 million in legal fees. And it held up to the U.S. Supreme Court, so they had to not prove because the art wasn't destroyed. So anyway, he's well respected. His stuff generally does stay clean in the city. For the most part, people leave it alone. So his wall has been for 2 years, nice and clean. And then just a couple months ago, somebody got to throw some big blue fill right across the top of it. Now that started to pour. Within a couple of days after that, you had somebody come and crack across the silver, and then somebody's cracked across in the red. Now here, they've thrown a fill on it. That's either going to stop the war, or somebody's going to come in the next week or so and tag across that, and it's going to continue. Now, for the most part, when I say war, these are fought on the walls and Instagram. I mean, we all know Insta warriors, right? I mean, seriously, most of this does not happen in the streets anymore. But to give you a really funny example, about 4 years ago, there was an incident in an art show and somebody got stabbed. And if you read the New York Post, the bad old days are coming back. Guard your children. We've got to get rid of graffiti. It's the culture. This is the beginning of the end. The sky is falling. And of course, we're all laughing because we know if you mess with somebody's wife, it doesn't matter what you do for a living, you might get stabbed. I thought that was so hilarious though, because they were trying to blame it on graffiti.
Well, she ain't lying.
They're like, no, that's humanity.
She ain't lying. I'm gonna stab a nigga if that happens. I'm gonna stab her. Oh, you missing my bitch? Nah, imagine.
You could just settle it like that.
Really?
Hop in the boxing ring.
Oh, yeah, I would do that too. Look, you messing my bitch, huh? Pop!
Oh yeah. We could settle it on other ring.
Oh nah. Don't have to do all that, man. You gotta do all that. You can just get yourself a new bitch.
Now we could settle it on Smash.
Oh, no, bruh.
Yes, bro.
No, bruh. Unless it's real life Smash, then that's alright, bro. Now video game Smash. Real life Smash, bro. Whoop people ass, bro. No fake Smash from Super Smash, bro. Trying to get the action going, man. Now I don't got in playing games, bro.
I would.
Oh, get a load of this guy.
It made the door up there.
Who could draw that good?
There's some of them in here that can.
Yo, yeah, they make a lot of money for these paying $30,000.
He can.
Y'all. That's
Nah,
a
man.
big field. That's big money, y'all.
Big money. $1,000, $100,000.
Now, this is why Duel starts 7 Line Art Studio. If he were just painting his Duel, come around, guys, so you can see inside the door. If he were just painting his Duel, more than likely, if he did a piece for somebody else, he'd do one and they'd
I should go closer.
But by starting 7 Line Art Studio, he can do collaborations. Have you guys seen the character behind there before? That's called the Old Man. The name of the artist is Optimo New York, or Say No Sleep. He's been putting that character on the streets of New York now since 2010.